Hello, welcome back to the Spider's Web. Oh dear Lord. Lordy. It's another Road 2 video. You're probably getting sick of these by now, I don't know, but we're doing them anyway. Just want to make sure that you're kept in the loop of what's going on. Not ignoring anything. Not been getting much in the line of other videos up as well, you know, but the first one of the Hero Minis from Vampire Hunters, the first lot of the Vampire Hunters from Vampire Hunters has been done. When I get home, because I'm going to my dad's now, I will be editing it to put online, so that should hopefully be going on tonight and tomorrow. And the whole video, I think, was about an hour long, to be honest, so I'll probably split it into 2 videos, and that way yeah, there's always some idiot who thinks he owns the road. There's a car behind me, and when you've got cars either side, you know, the unwritten rule is that you give way. If you're in a car, there's nothing behind, you give way to oncoming cars. If there's quite a few coming, you don't make them wait. But he, you know, he's above all these rules. He doesn't what's the word I'm looking for? He doesn't abide by them. He owns the road, so therefore he's entitled to go before everybody else. So we just made him get incredibly awkward. Plus the fact that he was going down a 20 mile an hour road a little bit too quickly, so we thought they'd make him wait. He managed to squeeze through past me, but the fella behind me, he couldn't get past, so it's his own fault. No sympathy. Yeah, that's not helping you and that's not helping me. Right, so I'm sorry if half of my face is obscured at the moment, because we have a very bright low-hanging sun in the sky and I can't see a thing where I'm going when I'm actually facing that direction. And the last thing I want to do is crash. So there. Right, so yes, as I was saying, we've done the first of the Vampire Hunter minis, one of the heroes, the Vampire Hunters. So hopefully, as I say, I'll be able to get them, those videos edited tonight, and then we can put on later tonight. We'll start uploading and get another one going up on Tuesday. Go on, after you. Yeah, that is what I've been doing yesterday and today. They're not brilliant minis, and I say this a few times in the videos. I just want to make you aware of this before we start. They're not stupendously detailed minis, they're not very big minis, about the similar size as the minis that you find in Talisman, basically the game pieces, and that's it. So don't expect the same level of concentration, the same level of painting as you got with what do we call it, Mythic Battles Pantheon and Conan, because you aren't going to get that. The detail is, there's a lot going on in the mini, but the detail is shallow, shall we say. The mold lines obtrusive, but I can't get at them, because if I try to get at them, I'm going to either break the model or what's the word I'm looking for? Just scrape away detail. There's nothing I can really do. I can try and I've cut it down as much as I can, but there we are. Yeah, I've tried to do my best, but as I say, the game pieces, so I'm treating them as game pieces, I'm not treating them as minis. Well, display minis, so I'm not trying to do them as I would normally. Yeah, so that's that. Now, yesterday we had, well, I say we had, Ali went to my daughter's baby shower, ready for our granddaughter to be accepted into the family when she gets born. They really enjoyed themselves. My daughter didn't know anything about this being on, so it was quite a big surprise. She thought she was going to afternoon tea somewhere, and as there was some form of rugby match on, she was told that we weren't picking up her mum from this particular club where she was watching part of the match, and when she got in there, it was all done and dusted for her. So they had a nice afternoon, lots of silly games and that, so everybody enjoyed themselves. I have been in contact with Malcolm Hollingdrake again in regards to popping into the studio with us on the 12th of November. I know we're going from one thing to another, but I'm trying to get through as much as I can in these videos, because I'm not driving for very long, 15-20 minutes at the most. I'm trying to get as much information as I can. Yeah, I got in contact with Malcolm Hollingdrake because he's doing a Penultimate Man event at the library at Harrogate on the 10th of November. Now, I must have mentioned this before, but just in case I haven't, I'm going to explain a little bit more about it. Malcolm is an author. He's done a series of books set in Harrogate, featuring a detective called Cyril Bennett, and big fan of those stories. They are brilliant stories. If you ever get the chance to read them, have a go at them, because they are really good. Sorry, I got distracted there. And they are a really good read. They're not very difficult to read. They're not incredibly long books. I mean, they're an average size for a novel, and they are, they're what I call a page turner, because I don't like putting my Kindle away when I'm reading them. I just want to keep going and keep going and keep going. I'm one of these. I'll read a chapter at night, unless it's a book I can really get my teeth into, and then that chapter, I can start at chapter 4 and finish off at chapter 20 or something on those lines, if you get me drift. I just love reading those books. It's one of those I just keep turning pages and really wanted to know what happens next. Anyway, he also did all of the Cyril Bennett books. He's done one standalone novel. He's also done a book of short stories. One of those short stories is called The Penultimate Man, and it's a fictitious account of the next to last person to be shot, or next to last British soldier to be shot and killed in World War I. And it's the 100th anniversary of the end of World War I this year. So what he's doing is he's asked a few authors if they would come round to Harrogate, read some of their stuff. The fellow who does the audio books, his name is Nicholas Cam. He's an actor. He reads the audio books for the Cyril Bennett series. This is why I was talking about Cyril Bennett earlier. He's actually been there to read the story, The Penultimate Man. And apparently, from what Malcolm was telling me, there's a singer from Scotland coming down to sing a few songs as well. So it's going to be a good afternoon. Tickets are still available if you're interested at all. They are available from Harrogate Library. They are £5 a ticket. There is only 100 tickets being sold, one for each year of the anniversary. So there we are. So if you're around the area and you would be interested in going, get in contact with Harrogate Library. I can't give you the number because I don't know it, so I got mine directly through Malcolm. But if you can get in contact with Harrogate Library, and they'll be able to get you the tickets sorted out. Going to the Noir events that Malcolm's organised is going to be it's going to be a good afternoon. It starts at 1 o'clock. I don't know what time it finishes, but it's going to be a really good afternoon. While I'm there, I would like to have a little bit of a stroll around Harrogate, hopefully calling into a pub and having a pint of Black Sheep, because it's Cyril Bennett's beer of choice. And I want to go around, I want to have a quick walk through the Stray as well, which is a little perk kind of thing in Harrogate itself. So we'll see what happens when we get there, but there we are. The following day, me and Ali will be going up to Chorley Hospital Radio, and at 10 o'clock we're going to start doing a little bit of a show. The first half hour we're going to be playing music that was popular. Hopefully we can get some that was popular in World War II, but also the majority of them I want to play from World War I, mainly because, as I say, it's the 100th anniversary of the ending of World War I this year. And then at 10:30 I'm going to start playing The Penultimate Man. He's given me the audio version that Nicholas Cam has done, and I'm going to play that and go into the 2-minute silence, and then that'll be it. I'll be going home then, but that'll be on the 11th of November. And then the 12th, Malcolm's said he'd love to come in to talk about the Penultimate Man event, and chat a bit more. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And I've also asked him as well if he fancied doing a bit of a video with us for the YouTube channel. I was going to say something else then, but I've asked him if he'd be interested in doing a video with us, talking about his books and stuff like that. It's always nice having difference in things like this, and in videos. I don't want to concentrate too much on the gaming aspects and painting. It started out being my hobby, basically a hobby channel. One of my hobbies is reading, and if I can share some of my favourite reading material with you, I will do that. One of those ways is to actually bring the authors, or have a chat with the authors, and see what they have to say for themselves. The majority of the time I'll know what he's going to say, because we've probably gone through it on the radio, but it's always nice going over it with people who may not have listened. Yeah, one of those things. Yeah, so that stuff coming up. Tomorrow we're going to be at Chorley again for doing another show. I missed last week because I wasn't well, but we'll be back in tomorrow. No guests in with us tomorrow, so we're going to have a bit of a themed show tomorrow. I just fancy doing one, so we'll do that tomorrow. And we have another author coming in with us on the 19th of next month. His name is Alan Wrights. He writes under the name AJ Wrights. He writes Victorian murder mysteries set around Wigan area, and I'm looking forward. He's done 4 books so far. One of them, I think I've mentioned this one before, because Ali's said, should I really be saying that? But well, I'm saying it. The first book, he won an award in Scotland, a literary award in Scotland for the book, and then he changed publishers, and they didn't want to continue with the characters, so he basically wrote 3 more books, but he's changed the name of the characters from the original book to the ones he's using now. So I'm quite impressed with those books, and he's coming in, as I say, having a chat with us about all sorts of things. And the funny thing is, he used to be my ex-wife's teacher in high school, so I want to have some fun asking about that as well. Not necessarily about her, but about teaching as well as his writing. But yes, we have a lot of things coming up. Hopefully I can get back to getting videos done properly, because I'm missing doing them. I've actually broke the chair. Well, I'm not saying I broke it, but a bit of wear and tear on the chair that I sit on while I'm doing my videos. I was struggling to try and keep on it this morning, earlier, as I finished off painting the character from Vampire Hunters, but managed to get it sorted out to a point. I had another, it's basically a director's chair, and I had 2. One of them ripped, so I couldn't use that, but I've basically changed over the material from the one I was using to the other one, and I just need to get a bolt to go through the legs, and then I can get it up and running again. But yeah, that's sorted. But as you can tell, I'm here now at my dad's, so I'm going to sign off, and until next time, as always, take care, God bless, and bye for now.